Okay, thanks a lot, Murph. Take it to ballistics.
You got it.
Yeah, ballistics won't be much help. No, not the rifle that fired that shot. And you can bet Billy's hitman was no amateur.
Sure the rifle's at the bottom of the river by now.
You know what? I think we ought to concentrate on where the shot came from. No coincidence that all the people connected to the Crawford case had access to that warehouse window.
Well, Arthur heads that list. He's been living there.
Yeah, and let's not forget that Gavin owns the building, and Vicki Harper knows that warehouse like the back of her own bedroom.
Yeah, well, let's face it. We have to assume the Harpers ordered the hit to cover their part in Dana's kidnapping.
Now, how am I supposed to prove that with Arthur swearing that he and Billy acted alone?
Well, you know, he's not likely to change his tune if he wants to stay alive in the pen.
You know what I think? I think we have to use this to our own advantage, and we really can. I vote that we tell Arthur that Billy has been shot. I mean, Arthur is just as much a threat to the Harper family as Billy is. And maybe we can offer him some sort of special protection in return for the full story on Carolyn and Philippe's murder, huh? I just got off the phone with Dr. Capello.
What's the story on Billy?
$15
Anthony, it's good to see you. I was beginning to feel like the forgotten man. You promised me the best lawyers that money could buy when you told me to confess. I haven't seen anyone.
Relax, Arthur. The Harpers are as good as their word. And we expect the same in return.
You're getting it. I've sworn up and down that the idea of the kidnapping was mine and mine alone.
Good. I have news. It seems someone shot Billy Lambert.
Was he dead?
Critical condition following surgery.
And then he could still testify.
Trust me. He won't last the night.
Excuse me, but I heard about your husband while I was being treated downstairs in the emergency room. How's he doing?
He's actually my ex-husband. He made it through the surgery.
Oh, I'm so glad. I could see how upset you were. I wondered if perhaps there was anything I could do for you. Well, my husband won't be picking me up until he gets off work. I'd be happy to sit here with you, keep you company.
I'll be back.
Susan, how is he?
He's holding his own. Larry is with him. Mrs. Atkins, what are you doing here?
Come on, let's get out of here.
No, this is going to happen. I can't run away every time it does. No matter how much it hurts, I've got to learn how to deal with this.
Hi, Lisa.
Oh, hi.
Sorry, we don't have a reservation.
Oh, well, in that case, let me put you in the big room. How about that? Oh, can't we stay in here? I love this room.
The bride, whatever you want.
Oh, nice. The bride?
My son and Marcy are newlyweds.
Oh, well, for heaven's sake, well, in that case, you must have a bottle of champagne on the house.
Oh, thanks, Lisa, but to tell you the truth, we've already had quite a bit.
Yes, we have. Well, no, I insist it's a policy of the Mona Lisa.
And it's very nice. And now, mind you, I don't usually encourage drinking, but this is the proper occasion for champagne, and I would like to make a toast.
Oh, well, all right. Well, look here at the table. There's one right over here. Then. Come along. I'll get the champagne.
Yes, I can certainly see why you like this room, Marcy. It's so cheerful.
Yeah, it is.
Listen, why don't we go in the main room? That might be a better idea after all.
I'm so sorry, honey. I had no idea she was going to be here.
Now, I do not think that we ought to let Connor's being here ruin our celebration. Doesn't seem to bother her one bit that we're here.
No. Come on, let's cut out of here.
No.
Oh, man.
Oh, great. This is going to be a night to remember.
portion brought to you today by CoverGirl Cosmetics. CoverGirl, redefining beautiful.
Ready, Christy?
Just when you thought you'd taken your lashes as far as you could go,
Wow.
CoverGirl takes you farther. Extension Mascara. The Lash Extender Brush and Advanced Formula extend your lashes long, longer, beyond the limits, and keep them going long all day.
A little further.
Whoa, I can't go any further.
Extension Mascara. Lashes that go on long, stay on long.
Bye, Christy.
CoverGirl, redefining beautiful.
Soft, 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 fluffy soft, from a dryer sheet, Downy dryer sheet.
Downy softens best of any dryer sheet. See? Downy's fluffy softness even cushions a bubble. That's because we put the fluffy softness of Downy liquid into a dryer sheet.
Come on, come on, come on in. Feel the Downy softness next to your skin.
For the most softness of any dryer sheet,
Come on in to Downy.
Announcing a new arrival that's milder and gentler than ever before. Introducing improved liquid ivory hand soap. It babies your skin every time you wash to leave your hands softer than ever.
Doesn't matter how good your hair looks. If your scalp feels dry and overworked.
For the first time, get dry scalp relief and complete conditioning together. New Dry Scalp 2-in-1 from Head & Shoulders.
For results you're gonna love.
Lucinda, good evening. I do hope that you have made reservations because we are so booked tonight.
I'm joining Benjamin Reynolds.
Oh, I see him right there.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Congratulations, family. Mrs. Lafferty and Hudson. I'm just so surprised to see you two. I thought you'd be off in some romantic place having a nice honeymoon.
Well, Cal offered me the time off, but I know Marcia didn't want to leave you stranded with your new company, so we decided to put it off the honeymoon until spring.
You know, Link's so wonderfully understanding.
It's almost too good to be true. Well, you're right. It's the time that you should. I mean, would anyone think that I would be so heartless? Not even me. You've got to cherish this time.
I told you she'd say that.
Yes, you did. And by the way, thanks again for the champagne that you sent us in Waco.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
My pleasure. Well, Mrs. Lafferty, isn't it wonderful? You have a new daughter. And Hutch, you have a sister. I haven't even given you my congratulatory. I know. Is Connor watching? Uh-huh. Oh, wonderful. It's just wonderful, wonderful.
Well, thank you for letting me join you.
Oh.
Hey, listen, I hope that Arthur Claiborne's confession means an end to all the mystery surrounding Carolyn's death.
Thank you. Benjamin, I'd like to have a talk with you before you finalize any deals with Kruger Industries.
Well, sure. I'd be very glad of your input.
Okay.
Lucinda,
I
join us?
can't help. No, I wouldn't do that. We'd bore you. We're going to be talking about business. I guess, Daryl, you're feeling very relieved about Arthur Claiborne.
I'll be a lot happier when he's convicted.
Really? A signed confession? What more could anyone want?
And I just kept thinking about this poor young woman, what she must be going through. I wanted to offer my support.
This is a restricted area.
Oh, yes, I know, but I explained at the desk that I was looking for a friend who was visiting a patient, and she let me on up.
Oh, I see. Well, I have to talk to them, but you can't stay here.
Larry, how is he?
He's still unconscious, but he's stabilized. How are you doing?
I'm all right.
Why don't you go home and get some rest?
No, I really can't. Not until I know.
Listen, I need to speak to Dr. Capello. Are you about ready to take a break?
Sure, but I'm going to walk Mrs. Atkins to the elevator first.
Well, you got a little extra backup now. They want us by the elevators checking anyone trying to enter the area.
I want a federal team at the warehouse to coordinate with the local police. Have the room gone over from top to bottom. And remember, no word to the press.
Well, at least Billy's still hanging in there.
Dr. Capello says if he makes it through the night, we should be able to move him in 24 hours.
You know what? We're going to talk to Arthur. We figure if we tell him about Billy being shot, that he'll reconsider how much he can trust the Harpers.
Worth a try.
Give me this. You're send Murph in, huh?
But Margot, you can't get Arthur to crack. I've been authorized to cut him a deal. Release into the witness protection program if he testifies against the Harpers.
Lieutenant, you need me?
Yeah. Listen, Murph. Go over, bring Claiborne over here, right? Take 2 other guys in uniform with you. Oh, come on, what are you, hard of hearing? Move it.
Sorry, one of those days. 2 other guys. Got
Go!
All right.
Might as well let Arthur think we're worried about him.
So you're going to get in touch with Gavin, find out who had access to the warehouse?
Yeah, after I talk to Arthur.
Good.
Hughes.
Margot, it's Susan Stewart.
Yeah, you got word on Billy?
No, there's no change there. But something strange just happened. I treated a woman earlier tonight in the ER. There was nothing really wrong with her, but she was very curious about Billy and Dana. I didn't give it much thought until she showed up just before, right in front of Billy's room in ICU.
Where is she now?
She said she was waiting for her husband to pick her up, so I put her on the elevator and told her to wait downstairs.
Okay, Susan, what you do is you find an officer. You tell the officer to find her and to detain her. And tell the officer that she may be armed. I'm on my way. All right, someone's after Billy.
Coming with you.
Me too.
All right. I'll call Murphy. Put a stop on Arthur.
Yeah, let him sit. Stu.
Socked with dirty white? Don't reach for the bleach, put it back on the shelf. It's detergent whitening all by itself. Our bleach whitening in just one box. It works so hard, they call it the Ox.
Ultra Oxidol doesn't need a separate bleach. It has a powerful bleaching system that gets socks this dirty, brilliantly white. And the Ox loves color.
Don't reach for the bleach, grab a box of the Ox.
Detergent that whitens without separate bleach.
Just when I need someone to love me, just when I think the world's too cold, there you are, right there beside me. There you are in my heart, standing by me once again. There
Sheba, because you cherish your cat.
Okay, Ted. Here's your orange juice. You wait here, and I'll go get your breakfast.
There's nothing like 100% pure Florida quality orange juice with the vitamins, minerals, and taste that make you feel so good.
How'd you do that?
100% pure Florida quality orange juice. It makes you feel so good.
From the director of JFK and Platoon, for the first time on any television, winner of 4 Academy Awards, Tom Cruise in Oliver Stone's Born on the 4th of July tonight.
Evan, I've been thinking about what you told me earlier about the friction between Candace and Vicky. I think it's really a case of 2 women with artistic differences. I'm going to stop by tomorrow and help smooth out any ruffled feathers.
Terrific. Connor's waiting for me outside, but I'm sure she'll appreciate hearing that.
Great. I'll see you tomorrow, Walsh.
You bet.
Cheers. Hey, I understand there's congratulations in order over here.
Hello.
Oh, thank you, Darryl. Would you start with Lucinda?
Actually, I already have. And listen, I know that DeWitt Grains and Cereals is happy at Walsh, but if there are any other areas we could be of service, I know that Lucinda made a big hit with your board.
Well, give me a call and we'll talk.
I will.
I'll let you 2 get back to your meal.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah, we better order. Hutch must be starving. Well, I could probably eat a little something.
Listen, Hutch. I've always wanted a brother, and now I have one.
Yeah, I'm going to call the hospital, check with Capella, and see how Lambert's doing. Excuse me. Lisa, why don't you keep my seat warm?
I'll keep it. So tell me, what's going on around here? I mean, there is something happening with the case, right?
Lisa, I'm really not at liberty to say.
Oh, now, Darryl, if it's the Argus you're worried about,
Lisa, it's because Tom asked us not to speak about it.
And
in a few short hours, I'll be in New York.
Well, good luck with putting your new staff together.
Danko, I love that. I love the whole thought of the new business. It's revitalizing. Oh, by the way, don't make any commitment, please, to Walsh or to M&A until you see the management division that I put together. You see what I can do for you.
I would be very glad to.
Where do you stand now with the electronics division and Kruger's electronics?
Well, let's just say that for the moment I have a few reservations.
I bet you do. You don't want to be swallowed up by that giant.
No, well, that is certainly one consideration, but have you heard rumors about any problems with Kruger's South Korean division?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I have. And I heard things a few years back that things weren't going so well in Korea, not as well as Kruger would have us all believe. Why do you ask?
Well, I mentioned it to Cal Strickland, and he seems to think that there may be some real financial problems at Kruger Industries.
Dinner was fabulous. You constantly amaze me.
It was just a simple meal.
Well, simple but elegant. And actually, I was thinking of all the things that you are juggling at the moment. You designed a very successful fashion line. You're raising Jennifer. You're running a boutique. And now you're taking on Simply Barbara. Yeah, you amaze me. And you know what? I am glad that we decided to spend the evening together, just the two of us.
Well, me too. I have been fighting this stupid headache all day, and besides, since you are flying off to South Korea, we're not going to be able to spend much time together for the next few weeks, are we?
True. And I hope I put your concerns about Emily Stewart away. She won't be there. You want some brandy?
No, thanks. But you have some.
So, why is Paul going to Zurich?
Well, you said he was going to do a little skiing, a little business. And I was thinking that maybe I would fly over there and talk to him.
Well, one of my jets will be at your disposal whenever you want it.
I thank you, sir. But I don't think I'll be able to get away until after my show next month.
Well, I don't know if there's enough stimulation in Zurich to keep Paul there that long.
Actually, I think that he was planning on being there quite a while. Me? Hello?
Hey, Aunt Barbara, it's me.
Honey, Tess, what time is it? Aren't you in the middle of a show?
Well, I'm off stage for most of it, so I'm just standing here making phone calls to everyone. I just talked to Bianca, and she asked me to spend the night. Is that okay with you?
It's just fine. I won't expect you then. Is Hutch seeing the show again?
Oh, no. He said he had to study, but I come to find out that he's at the Mona Lisa celebrating his brother's wedding. And I just called the farm. Well, it's about time for my cue, so I'll talk to you later. Bye.
I take it Sarah Bernhardt is not coming home tonight.
No.
Well, what a considerate thespian. I hate to raise the question, but has Hal been in touch with Tessa's family?
No, he hasn't. In fact, he didn't even send his sister a Christmas card.
Ah, that's strange.
Come on, I don't want to talk. Hello?
If there's anybody in the room with you right now, don't let them know who you're talking to.
Doctors have prescribed Monistat for years. It's what I used whenever I had a yeast infection. Monistat is a name you trust. But recently I've seen other products in the store, and I wanted to double check. So I called my doctor. My doctor said Monistat is still the right cure for me. That's all I had to hear.
For years, doctors have prescribed Monistat 7 nearly 4-to-1 over the next competitor's product.
Monistat works. It's the cure I trust.
Trust the cure you know. Monistat 7.
You want everything perfect for your baby. And your breast milk is the perfect food. But if you ever need a formula, know that Gerber understands your baby's delicate system. That's why Gerber Baby Formula is patterned after your own milk to help your baby accept and digest it easily. Talk to your doctor about it. If it doesn't come from you, shouldn't it come from Gerber?
If your doctor has recommended Metamucil and you like the results, but you don't like those glasses of thick liquid, change to FiberCon. Get the same fiber action in easy-to-swallow tablets. Get doctor-recommended FiberCon.
Victor's angry police expose inspires a cop killer.
I don't want to see any cop get shot any more than the next guy.
But now, who's targeting Victor? Urban Angel, tonight. Friday, John Aston and Alice Ghostly get Vegas fever.
God will forgive me this one time.
I sure hope the waitress will, too.
When hearts are wild.
Watch CBS This Morning. It's breakfast for your head.
Hank, what a surprise.
Perfect. Sorry to call you out of the blue like this.
That's quite all right. I'm sorry. I was a little worried when I didn't hear back from you yesterday.
I had a close call while I was on the horn with Margot. I had to get out of there fast. I guess Margot told you that I may not be back in Oakdale again now that the Harpers are moving me inside.
Yes, I did hear that. How will this affect your designing?
Well, it's hard to say, but I am in Oakdale now for what might be the last time, and it's very important that I speak to you, Barbara. Can you arrange it?
Oh, well, what's your schedule? Maybe I can work around it.
Well, I'm at the Lakeview Towers now. I'm going to have to drive the Harpers to dinner, but then I've got a couple hours free.
How's 10:30 sound?
Perfect. Can you clear the decks?
Yes, I'll see what I can do. In fact, I will try to have that shipped out tomorrow morning, express mail.
What about Tess?
Tess? Tess isn't here, so I will send her your best.
Okay, good. Leave the garden gate unlocked and the back door open. If not, I'll know you couldn't work it. If I've got a problem on my end, I'll try to call you again.
Well, I will do the best job that I can. Yes, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye, Hank.
Hank. Maybe I should be jealous of this Hank guy.
Oh, come on. We're just old friends.
Now, how long has it been since he was here in Oakdale?
Since Paul's trial.
That long?
You know, I'm going to call him tomorrow morning, and well, I have a little work to do before I make the phone call. We have to work out some details for Simply Barbara. And...
Oh, why do I get the feeling that this evening is over before it's even begun?
I know. And besides, I still have this dumb little headache and all. Well, I want to be fresh and prepared so I can sleep a little bit better tonight.
Well, I think you would sleep better in my arms.
Well, you know, it's just one night. And we do have the rest of our lives, don't we?
Well, if you put it that way, I can't say no, can I?
Hello, dear. Thanks a lot for coming down, Susan.
I'm just so sorry that I should have kept an eye on that Atkins woman. I was so anxious to get her out of ICU.
We'll find her. Right now, I have a police artist outside. You know, maybe you can help him work up a sketch of her.
Oh, sure. That's a good... Yeah, you know, we ought to contact forensics and see if they can lift some prints from the form she filled out.
I don't think you're going to get any. She was wearing very fine kid gloves. Now I know why.
Oh. Looks more and more that she was a backup if the sniper failed. Come on, let's see if we can work up a decent sketch of her.
Good luck. Yes, Expediter. You got that? Okay. So were they able... there you are. Thanks a lot, Murph. Take a hike.
I suppose I should be flattered that you seem to think I need 3 guards.
Arthur, this is for your own protection.
The only people I need protection from are you.
If you believe that, Arthur, you're a fool.
There was an attempt made on Billy Lambert's life last night.
What is this, one of your interrogation tricks?
No trick. I was there at the time. And you know what, Arthur? If Billy doesn't make it, you're the only other one that can point the finger at the Harpers. Now, that's not a real enviable position. Why don't you have a seat, Arthur?
How many times do I have to tell you? The Harpers had nothing to do with the kidnapping.
If that's true, you may yet live to a ripe old age. If it's not, your life isn't worth a plug nickel.
Arthur, you're a loose end. And you above anyone should know how the Harpers hate loose ends.
Look up an act. Where exactly is all this leading?
We can hold you under a special security arrangement if you cooperate. Have a seat.
Thank you. All right, right, now let's start with the Crawford break-in. We know that the Harpers were probably involved in that.
Now, I had nothing to do with it. I loved Carolyn. I would have done anything for her. I certainly would not have done anything to harm her.
You did not love Philippe Van Doren.
I do not deny that that is true, but I had nothing to do with his killing.
Arthur, you are facing a very stiff sentence. Why don't you do yourself a favor and start telling us the truth?
I am telling you the truth.
All right, let's talk about the woman who dressed up as Carolyn and scared Dana into premature delivery. Why don't you tell us the story of that woman?
Well, look who just walked in. Vicky and her husband, Anthony Harper.
Yeah.
Oh, Daryl, please don't invite them to join us.
No way. I'm just going to go say hello so they don't come over here.
I couldn't sit with Anthony Harper, knowing he may have arranged Carolyn's murder and Billy's shooting. You know, it amazes me how somebody like that looks so normal.
So did Bonnie and Clyde.
John, we're just getting ready to leave.
Perfectly all right, Mr. Crawford. We wouldn't want to intrude.
Oh, Lisa, I'd like to meet Vicky's husband. This is Anthony Harper, Lisa Mitchell. She runs this restaurant.
How do you do? She's also part owner of a very wonderful clothing boutique.
Well, it's a pleasure. It's a very nice restaurant.
Thank you so much.
Lisa will take great care of you, I guarantee.
Oh, yes, I will. When you have a moment, Daryl, we need to talk about Candace.
Sure, I'll be at Walsh tomorrow. Call me whenever you want.
Okay. Come this way. Did you ever meet Carolyn Crawford?
Mm-hmm. Once or twice, why?
Well, I don't know whether it's the hair or what it is, but Vicky Harper bears a striking resemblance.
Yeah, now that you mention it, she does. Look, can you excuse me a minute? I gotta use the phone.
Sure.
Right back.
Good evening. May I find you a table?
Oh, no, thank you. I'll just have a drink at the bar.
I think we should stop by the Crawford's table once we've ordered. I really should say hello to Franny.
If I'd known Daryl was here, I'd have told Harold to find another restaurant.
Be up front.
Hey, you're not thinking bees, you're thinking honey. You roasted honey nut Skippy peanut butter. Bet you'd like to skip to the Skippy right now. Yeah, a new kind of Skippy, made with real honey and roasted nuts. An awesome new taste. Hey, showtime. Better buzz back. Incredible. Why don't you skip to the Skippy too? Everybody's skipping a new roasted honey nut Skippy.
Great-looking skin doesn't just happen. You gotta nourish it every day.
Nourish from the inside, nourish with moisture. Outside, good food inside. Carry on the outside, nourish. Inside, nourish. Outside. Dermatologist tested Carry Silky Smooth nourishes dry skin with moisture. Nourish from the inside, nourish with moisture. Outside, good food inside. Carry outside. Carry is so very nourishing.
Now in fragrance-free.
You know, milk's great for a lot of things, but when it comes to my coffee, this is great. Coffee Mate. Makes my coffee rich, smooth, and creamy. The way I like it. So milk for some things, but Coffee Mate for my coffee. It works out beautifully.
Coffee made from Carnation. What you put in coffee, even when there's milk around.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
Alexandra will stop at nothing.
They'll take a DNA and blood test. Then we'll finally know the truth.
Get out.
This week on Guiding Light.
Try me. Try me.
Try me.
Try me. Try me.
Try them all weekdays.
This is CBS.
Every Saturday, something extraordinary happens. The incomparable SS Norway, the world's largest cruise ship, sails to the Caribbean. And with her sail island adventures, runway shows, and Hollywood stars. Sail on the Norway and do
Horizon Homes is a residential treatment program for recovering mentally ill and chemically dependent adults. Horizon provides individualized programs within a home-like environment. But your adult volunteers interested in working with persons with chronic mental illness are needed to enhance all aspects of Horizon Home services. For more information, contact the Volunteer Services Coordinator by calling 625-7879.
This has been Service Scope, a public service message from KEYC.
And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
Thought a fire might cheer you up.
Oh, that's great. I haven't been able to get warm. Maybe this will help.
Oh, your hand is like ice. Let me get you some tea.
I really appreciate this. It means a lot.
Well, I figure what happened was mostly my fault.
I don't believe that anymore. You know, I think that Ellie was right. I think that Link was just looking for a way out of our relationship.
I don't know. That sounds a little crazy to me.
No. I know Link better than you, and he never quite got over all the lies I told him. Honesty's really important to him.
Well, then, I give his marriage to Marcy about a week, if that.
It's all just so sad. I remember when I was down in Waco and I walked into the room and I heard him say that he was married to her, and I just wanted to scream. Don't you see? She doesn't love you as much as I do. She's just manipulating you. I just pray that she doesn't destroy him, because if she does, he's never going to trust another woman ever again.
I'll get that tea.
You're awfully quiet tonight, Hutch.
Oh, well, I guess I'm not much of a talker.
Well, I think you'd make a special effort tonight of all nights for Link's sake.
Well, I guess. To tell you the truth, I feel a little bit strange about this marriage.
Why on earth?
Well, I got to know Connor. And I like her. A lot.
Well, I think you might not know Connor as well as you think, no? Clearly her first love is her business. That would always have put Link second.
I don't agree. Connor put everything aside to be there for Link when he found out the truth about our dad.
Well, I think Connor had ulterior motives, just like she did when she stole poor Mrs. Walsh's company. Now, you really can't think that Link would have been happy married to a woman like that.
Well, we just had to thank you for the lovely champagne. It was
I'm
so
working on a wedding present.
Oh, Cindy, that's not necessary.
Well, I think it is. I'll talk to you about it later.
Thanks.
Later.
It's a pleasure, as always.
Nice seeing you.
Too, bye.
Young love, grand.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I guess it is.
Look, tell you have got a charming young lady, or perhaps several, tucked away someplace who's stolen your heart.
Well, Lisa, by the way, I spoke to John Eldridge's doctor. There's been no change, just a minimal response.
How long can somebody be in a coma and have hopes for recovery?
Well, we're not really certain. You know, John was diagnosed with cancer.
Of course, his mother, Helen, told me that. Would you excuse me, please? She always seems so rattled whenever John Eldridge's name is brought up.
Well, what little I know about it was a very unhappy marriage.
How come Tommy never talks about it?
Well, he was a wee baby at the time. You know, Lisa left Tom with me, and I raised him along with your grandparents. And then when she came back about a year later, she didn't want to talk about any of it.
Well, Barbara had a headache, so I decided I would stop by here for a nightcap on my way home.
Oh, well, would you like me to find you a nice table?
Oh, I don't know. I think I may just sit at the bar, but I first want to say hello to Marcy.
Sure. Hello, Mr. Kruger. I got your note. It was very risky putting it in that garment bag.
Well, I figured you would find it.
Yeah, I did. I'll call you tomorrow. Nice to see you.
extend my congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Lafferty.
Well, thank you, guys.
Please allow me to get you a bottle of champagne.
Oh, you better not. We've had one from Lisa already, and Lucinda just sent another.
Oh, Lucinda, I didn't realize she was here.
I couldn't get to him. The place is crawling with cops.
Where is he? Exactly.
A strange marriage the Harpers have. Vicky leaves the room, and Anthony makes a beeline for a woman at the bar.
And then, of course, there's always Arthur Claiborne.
It's up to you now. He's in ICU 416, and his attending physician is a Dr. Larry McDermott.
No better way to face the day. When the sun comes up, then I'm feeling fine. 'Cause the AM surely is my favorite time.
The morning belongs to Lady Speed Stick. It's what to reach for to prepare, to prevent, to protect. Powerful protection that lasts all day.
No better way to face the day. No better way to face the day.
Protects you like a man, treats you like a woman.
From Walt Disney Home Video, soon the performance will end and the curtain will fall on Fantasia. Disney has taken its last orders for Fantasia, and it won't be in stores forever. So hurry, it's your last chance to own Walt Disney's Fantasia.
You must sing tonight. I cannot sing. He's coughing a sore throat.
Take nice, sugar-free nice showers your throat with medicine for icy cool relief.
Ah, cool. Feels better.
Put your throat on ice with nice.
Hurry into Sears Brand Central for America's biggest appliance and electronics sale. Virtually all your favorite brands are on sale right now with great low credit options and Sears nationwide service. No wonder more people buy more top-name brands from the store they trust. You can count on this giant 21 cubic foot Kenmore refrigerator with adjustable shelves, now only $579.99 at Sears Brand Central.
I worried so much, Billy. And I was so proud when you finally turned yourself in. I keep praying that you'll be safe now. And that you'll get another chance at a fresh start like I did. Is he conscious?
No, he's not, but I don't think that's any cause for concern just yet. The important thing is that he's stabilized a bit and his body's fighting back. Now, how about you? How come you haven't gone home and get some rest?
I can't. Not while he's in danger.
Listen, there's probably not going to be any change until morning. At least come down to the cafeteria with me and get a bite to eat. How's that? They'll beat me if there's any change, I promise.
All right.
Good girl. We'll be right back.
I'm your replacement. Boy, that guy in there's got to be important. What, with all this security? Yeah. How's it going? There was a bit of a flap earlier, but it's quiet now. Hey, have a good one. I'll see you.
For the 100th time. Leap's murder. I had nothing to do with Carolyn's murder. And as for dressing someone up like Carolyn's ghost, that's sick. I would never consider doing anything like that.
What about the desecration of Carolyn's grave?
I reported it.
Margot.
Wait.
I think the wells run dry, at least for tonight.
All right. Fine. Murph!
I know these murders aren't under your jurisdiction, but they have affected a lot of lives in Oakdale.
I know.
Take Arthur back. I want you to use the same two guards you did bringing him over here. I don't want any accidents.
You're police
police artist is incredible.
Good likeness of Atkins?
It's perfect, and he said it's going to be ready to circulate soon.
That's great. Thanks a lot, Susan.
Oh, here, I'll take you back to the hospital.
Oh, thank you.
Bye. Good night.
Right. Okay. When are you calling tonight?
Oh, with all that's going on?
Look, we've got everything under control. We just have to double-check the security arrangements with 3N, and then we're out of here, too.
Oh, I tell you, if I were younger, I would...
Yeah, but you know what? I'll tell you, you're not. Good night.
Oh, thanks for reminding me.
Go on.
Okay, I'm on my way. Look, I expect to be notified if there are any developments whatsoever.
You got it. Tom, he didn't crack.
Yeah, Arthur's hanging tough on the other charges, isn't he? Did I tell you today how terrific I think you are?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Yeah. Why don't you tell me again, though, huh?
Well, just tell Dr. Capello that I'll be down in the cafeteria if he needs me. All right. Thank you. Larry, how's Billy doing? He's stabilized.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
You really had a long night, haven't you?
Yeah, well, I got a personal interest in the case. Hey.
Oh, hi. How are you doing? Well, I'm still kind of dazed from everything that's happened. And this woman tried to get to Billy tonight.
What?
Yeah. Susan treated her in the ER first, and then she showed up at ICU. So Susan got suspicious, called the police, but by that time the woman was gone.
Well, the hospital has security downstairs.
It's a good thing, too. Yeah. Listen, I was about to take Dana down to the cafeteria to grab bite to eat. Why don't you all come?
Oh, actually, we just came from Mona Lisa's. But, you know, we should go ahead and have some coffee because Bob's going to look at some patients. Shall we meet you back here?
That sounds good. About a half hour.
Okay, great.
Okay, would you take this for me?
Yes, I will, darling.
There you go.
All right, let's go.
Thank you.
I'm in. There was no piece of cake. We had cops up the wazoo here. Yeah, definitely. So I'll keep you posted.
Have you had your V8 today? Did you know that V8 juice has less than half the calories of that apple?
Wow.
Did you know that V8 has more vitamins A and C than that tossed salad?
Wow.
And did you know that V8 is 100% vegetable juice, so it has no fat, unlike that low-fat yogurt?
Wow.
So how do you feel now that you know these things?
Wow, I gotta have a V8.
V8 is a nutritious blend of 8 vegetable juices that taste terrific. Have you had your V8 today?
On the day of the big game, folks dropped by our place to watch the big screen. And when there was a break in the action, Marge had time to whip up another bowl of Kellogg's Crispix Mix. She just followed a simple no-bake recipe, and in no time had the deliciously crunchy snack ready for everyone to enjoy. Which is why, even when our big screen broke, folks still stayed for the game.
In the news.
And the late show.
And the late show.
Now, more over here.
Kellogg's Crispix, the can't-miss mix.
Ready for the perfect vacuum cleaner? Here it is, the new Dirt Devil Power Pack. The convenience of a canister vacuum with a power nozzle that adjusts to any surface. Get power and convenience with Power Pack. It's new from Dirt Devil.
When you work for a doctor during cold season, you're going to get a cold. But I'm ready. With Advil Cold and Sinus. It's tough on cold, like Advil is on pain.
Advil Cold and Sinus. Advanced formula for the cold season.
Sir, there's a gentleman on the phone from MCI. He says their friends and family plan can save us quite a bit of money.
Tell the young gentleman we have quite enough money already. And while you're at it, throw another $25,000 on the fire. There's quite a jewel tonight.
For those who need an even greater incentive, we're now offering $20 in free long distance if you join MCI and friends and family. We sure hope that's enough.
Lisa, I'm fine. I really am. I just need a little time alone. That's all. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Barbara.
I'm glad you're here. I was worried about you. I thought something went wrong.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I don't have a lot of control over my schedule these days.
I know, and that frightens me, Hal.
I don't want to talk about it. Listen, I wanted to see you again because I want to make absolutely sure that you know that I didn't warn you about Gavin out of any kind of jealousy. I'm really scared for you.
It's very hard for me to talk to you about Gavin.
It's hard for you to talk to me about Gavin because you're not willing to face up to who the man really is.
Wait.
No, listen. When we first met, I was investigating James. You blinded yourself to the fact that Paul had an ongoing relationship with him, which he was trying to keep secret.
I know that...
I didn't know you when you were married to James, Barbara, but I'm willing to bet that you did not face up to what was going on with him.
My God, Hal, there's no comparison. James Stenbeck was a psychopath. He was a drug dealer. Gavin Kruger is a very respected businessman.
Who was out to crush you. What do I have to do to make you see that?
I really wanted to go over and see Barbara for a while tonight, but she said she wanted to be alone. So, what in the world is that child doing here? I thought she was going to be with Bianca tonight.
Well, our test can be rather unpredictable. What happened? In the place still on?
Yeah, I cut out before curtain call.
You? You love curtain calls. What's going on?
Well, yeah, I do, but I like spending time with you much more. But I guess you don't feel that way, do you? Or you wouldn't be here. You told me you had to study.
I'm sorry. Link insisted. Now, I couldn't say no, could I?
Well, you said no to me, Hutch.
I'm sorry.
You can make it up to me.
How?
I told Aunt Barbara that I was spending the night at Bianca's.
Let me give you a lift home.
Oh, no, I can't, because my driver's been waiting outside.
Listen, to have a very successful trip.
Don't make any big moves without talking to me first, okay?
We'll see.
All right.
So long.
Oh, Lisa, I'd like some hot coffee, please.
You would? I'll send your waiter over.
And Lisa, you might want to know that Carl Eldridge is going to do a little work for me.
Fabulous. Who really cares? Is everything all right over here?
Excellent, thank you.
Good. I understand that DeWitt, the commercial department, is going to be moving here in town, so that means you're going to be spending some more time here in Oakdale, right?
Yes, I may even have to get an apartment.
Oh.
Would that be all right with you if I got a piano chair?
We'll talk about it on the way back to Chicago.
I thought we were staying at the lake.
No, I have business to get back to.
Oh, well, I'll stay on then. I've got business meetings in the morning.
That's Crawford's problem. You're coming back with me.
I think I rendered her speechless.
No. Too generous of you.
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, really, the house is there. Of course, Bianca's in residence, but she's adorable now. So just use the house, use the stables, use the staff, and have a honeymoon without even leaving Oakdale.
That would be wonderful. Why don't you?
I should do it.
Do it.
Well, you could teach me to ride.
Ooh, well, in that case, how can we possibly say no? Thank you, Lucinda. We will take you up on your offer. Excuse me. I'm sorry to interrupt. Could I have a word with you, Tess?
Sure. I thought you'd be with Aunt Barbara, Gavin.
Well, she wasn't feeling well. She said she had some work to do before she speaks to Hank Elliott in the morning.
Oh, I'm so glad she's finally taken in charge of Sister Barbara.
Yes, yes. And I'm sure you'll be happy to see Hank again.
Well, no. I think I've heard of him, but I've never met him or anything.
A lot of competition between us, sis. Always has been. But when the chips are down, we're there for each other.
It's me. We need to talk.
Can I come in?
You look awful. What happened?
All the warnings you gave me about Marcy, everything you said, was dead on.
I'm sorry.
She admitted that she betrayed you and Kirk. Hell, she even boasted about scheming with Lucinda, threw it up right in my face. The worst was hearing her say that she never even loved me. She was just trying to get back at you.
Oh, Link,
Get your hands off of my husband.
What are you doing here?
I should have known this is where you'd run, Link. Into the arms of the great Connor Walsh, who stoops to take you back like a lovesick puppy.
You talk to my
my lawyer.
A divorce? No, sweetie, your mother wouldn't give one to your father, so don't think I'll be giving one to you. Why, so father can have you back? Never, 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 never.
Hey, James, it's okay. I'm here.
When 4 slender, no-fat calories taste like butter, it's got to be Molly.
Presenting the best Flintstones vitamins ever. A Flintstones made even more complete because now we've added beta-carotene, the important nutrient found in leafy green and yellow vegetables, the ones kids may not get enough of. Flintstones, now more complete than ever with beta-carotene.
When your child gets a cold, it's more than just a stuffy, runny nose. That's why Children's Tylenol Cold is formulated to relieve more symptoms than any other leading children's brand. For all the relief he needs, Children's Tylenol Cold.
Because sometimes the day ends and the pain doesn't, we've created Tylenol PM. With extra-strength Tylenol pain reliever, plus a gentle ingredient to help you sleep. Tylenol PM, so you can rest easy.
Well, I really should get along, but you two stay. I'll just take a cab.
Oh, come on, Mom. We'll all go when Hutch comes back.
Well, what was the problem there?
No, Tess wanted to go to the cellar, and Hutch wanted to stay at home and study.
Study what, for heaven's sakes? I thought he was a farmer.
Well, he just started at the university.
He did?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I see there's still a lot I have to learn about you and your family.
You sure do. Hey, little bro, where's Tess? Oh, she took off. She left too happy with me tonight. Dum-de-dum-dum.
Link says that you started at the university.
Yes, I did, and I owe it all to him.
What do you mean?
Oh, I figured you guys knew. Yeah, Link's paying my tuition. Without Link, there's no way I could have afforded it.
Gavin, I really am. I'm so worried about Barbara, and I just thought, well, if Tess is actually going to spend the night with Bianca, I think I'll just pick up the phone and tell Barbara I'm going to grab my toothbrush, and I'm going to come over there, and I'm going to stay the night with her.
No. I'll do it myself. I'll stop by the house and check in on her.
Thanks. And you should have a brandy, be just like old times.
I thought you grew to like brandy.
Well, kind of. It's pretty expensive on a chauffeur's salary.
You're not a chauffeur, Hal. This undercover assignment is going to end sometime.
Could be years, Barbara. Years. I'm sorry. I know I can't give you any kind of concrete proof right now, but you just have to believe me that Kruger is dangerous.
What do you want me to do? At first you tell me that Gavin lied to me about this trip to Los Angeles, and then you tell me that I can't even mention it to
I'm
you.
sorry. I just care about... I care about you, Barbara. I can't help it. I always will.
Uncle Hallie!
Sorry that took me longer than I expected.
That's okay.
You ready to go home?
Oh, I'll say.
Me too. What a day.
Hey, have you guys seen Larry? The last time we saw he was with you. Yeah, I know he was, but then his beeper went off and he didn't come back.
Well, I'm sure if it had anything to do with Billy, he would have told you. He probably got called to ER. Better him than me, huh?
Hey, do you want to stay with us tonight? No, I'd really rather stay here. I just wish I knew where Larry is.
Dana, why don't you check ER? If he's not there, have him paged.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
All right, we all set?
Yeah.
Let's go. Darling?
Yes, thank you.
Hi.
Hi. Hey.
Listen, Tom, Larry filled us in on the woman trying to get to Billy.
Yeah, well, thanks to Susan, we got a really good description of her.
I'm glad to hear that.
Listen, is there any chance at all you're going to get to go home?
It looks like, yeah, we will.
Good. Let us know if anything happens.
We'll do.
Okay, oh, please.
Margot, have you seen Larry?
No.
I had him paged, and he didn't answer, and I'm beginning to get worried about him.
Hi, my name is Dr. McDermott. You should have my name on the authorization list.
Right.
Thanks.
Funny how things surprise you. I bought Lysol Cleaner because I wanted our home to be as clean as it can be. Cleaner. But I didn't expect such a nice fresh lemon scent. Other cleaners can clean too, but most can't disinfect like Lysol.
Lysol deodorizing cleaner with a lemon fresh scent.
I like Lysol.
Ghostly odors popping up to haunt your home? Get into the spirit of the islands with new Love My Carpet Tropical Blossom. It'll help you get rid of unpleasant odors while the scent of a tropical garden fills the room. Try new Love My Carpet Tropical Blossom and get into the spirit.
Ever wonder how your bathroom feels deep down? Yuck.
Hey, you.
Lysol Basin Tub and Tile Cleaner cleans so deep down clean, it even gets rid of germs. Lysol Basin Tub and Tile Cleaner. It's the last word in deep down clean. Thank you.
Some juice drinks are just 10% juice. Okay if you have a 10% kid. Some are only 50% juice. Fine for half a kid. But Juicy Juice is 100% juice for 100% kids. Like yours.
You want everything for your baby to be gentle. Like its first formula. We chose Carnation Good Start. Its protein is specially processed to make it gentle. Remember, breast milk is best, but Good Start formula is made to be gentle.
Wednesday.
You sure this is the night you want to die?
Jake takes on a violent street gang when Christopher Templeton from The Young and the Restless guests on Jake and the Fat Man. Then, when you can no longer manage on your own, will the person you trust take care of you or take advantage of you? For Love or Money on 48 Hours After Jake and the Fat Man Wednesday. A young woman terrorized by her vengeful ex-boyfriend. Her only hope, a cop, out of ammo and out of time.
He was coming.
Stay tuned for Guiding Light. Next on most of these CBS stations. Scarves by Echo Design Group. Gloves by Founds Brothers. Join us tomorrow for the Emmy Award-winning As the World Turns.
This is CBS.
Hey, hockey fans, don't miss the game Tuesday when the Mavericks battle Gustavus Adolphus at the all-season...